Hello everyone, I am Yashika Pandey, student of MCOM Applied Economics from University of Lucknow. Today I am going to explain transaction approach or Fisher's quantity theory of money. This theory is given by the American economist Irving Fisher in his book Purchasing Power of Money. According to this theory, assuming all other factors are constant, the supply of money and price have direct relation. But how? Suppose the supply of goods and services are constant but money supply is increasing continuously, so as a result the demand will increase and price will also increase. It will eventually lead to the situation of inflation. According to this theory, value of money is determined at a point where money demand is equal to money supply. There are certain assumptions of Fisher's quantity theory of money. First one is price is a passive factor. Second one is T is constant. T means total number of transaction of goods and services. V is also constant. V means velocity of money. Money is act as medium of exchange. Money supply is exogenous because it is determined by the monetary authority and it is only applicable in long run, and there is existence of full employment. So now we understand the concept of money demand, money supply and velocity of money. Now what is money demand? Money demands means the amount of money people want to hold. It depends upon the total number of transaction of goods and services and price level. And money supply depend upon volume of money in circulation and velocity of money. Now what is velocity of money? Velocity of money means how quickly money changes hands in circulation, or we can say that how many times the same amount of money will circulate in a economy. For example, you have 100 rupees and you purchased coffee for 100 rupees, and with the same 100 rupees the shopkeeper purchased newspaper. So the same 100 rupees will circulate twice in a day in that economy. So the velocity of money is represented by gross national product upon money supply. Now the equation given by Fisher is MV is equal to PT, where M is money in circulation, V is equal to velocity of money, P is price level, and T is total number of transaction of goods and services. In this equation, V and T are constant and money supply and price have direct relation. If money supply will increase, the price will also increase, and if money supply will decrease, the price will also decrease. Further, Fisher revised his equation by adding credit money in his equation. So the new equation of Fisher is MV plus M dash V dash is equal to PT, where M dash is equal to volume of bank deposit or credit money and V dash is equal to velocity of bank deposit or credit money. So significance of Fisher's quantity theory of money. It helps to understand the inflation rate. It helps the investor to provide information about the inflation rate and interest. It helps how changes in money supply affect the purchasing power. It helps to understand how inflation affects the money supply, etc. There are certain criticisms of this theory, like it is a unrealistic assumption. In this, price is not a passive factor. This is only applicable in long run. It does not define trade cycle, and it is difficult to measure velocity in this theory, and it oversimplifies the relation between the money supply and price, and it ignores the store value function of money, etc. So this is all about Fisher's quantity theory of